For this project, you will need your clay, your little cup of water, a pencil or a plastic knife or some kind of tool you can draw into your paint with, and then a leaf. You get more than one leaf. This is going to be our inspiration. We're going to make a little pinch pot shaped like a leaf. To begin, you are going to form your clay into a ball. And for this pinch pot, we want it to be a pretty good sized ball. You still want to be able to hold it in your hands, but we want enough clay to be able to make a nice leaf shape. After you have your ball, go ahead and tap, excuse me, tap one side. That's going to start our bottom, the bottom of our pot. And then we put our thumb and start to pinch around. Remember, flat fingers to pinch. You don't want to pinch with your fingertips. Flat fingers, and start to pinch and turn. And if you can try and pinch from the bottom upwards, if you start pinching at the top, you're going to end up with a really, all your clay stuck down at the bottom, and you won't have much of a opening in your pot. Pinch and turn. Sometimes once I have my opening nice and wide, I like to pinch and turn with both of my hands. You can also turn it over and tap it, so we're starting to make it even. So when you're happy with your pot, notice how the rim of my pot, the rim is the outside edge of your pot, is nice and even. Now you want to observe your leaf. You probably don't want to get a leaf that's too complicated. I chose this leaf because I thought it looked like a heart. I really like the heart shape. This might be another good shape of leaf. So what I notice about the leaf is the outside shape. I notice that it's kind of curly or wavy. And then I notice all the veins that are in the leaf on both sides. So I'm going to start by making the shape of my leaf. So I'm going to have this be the top and try and make that heart shape. Kind of pointy there. I'm going to try and make my wavy sides. And the great thing about clay, if you don't like what you do, you can just kind of mold it back. If your clay starts to get dry, one finger in your water, put a little bit of water on your clay. Not too much, or you're going to get really slimy clay that is too hard to work. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. When you're happy with the shape of your pot, you're going to take your pencil or other tool that you can draw into the clay or make a mark in the clay, and observe your leaf once more and notice all of the lines they're like veins in the leaf. And that's how the leaf gets the nutrients that it absorbs from the sun, turns it into chlorophyll, and that's how it gets it to the entire tree. So I notice that there's one main line right down the middle, and it's on both sides. So I think I'm going to start on the outside. You might need to take that little buildup of clay off of the tip of your pencil or tool. I go down the middle. You want it to be kind of deep because when clay dries, it shrinks. So if you don't do it deep enough, it will be hard to see once it dries. And then I'll look at my leaf once more and see how they all kind of go out from the center. Okay. And a little bit on the back too. So you can add any final details, smooth any places out that need to be smoothed, and put that somewhere safe to dry. This is air dry clay, so you want it to be somewhere where it won't fall, and it will take a couple days to dry, and then it should be hard. You can't put water or any kind of food in this kind of clay. It will just kind of go slimy again. But you can paint it if you have paint, or you can just enjoy it like that. Make sure that the rest of your clay, if you haven't used up all your clay, you store it back in the wet paper towel in your bag so it will stay soft.